Can you imagine back in 1952 when Fleming wrote his book about a sexist, racist, alcoholic Gary Stuckert that it will become one of the most iconic and long-running series in pop culture? I mean, it turned out great, but come on, it's been almost 70 years since its inception, but my boy James is still kicking. Even now with Craig's departure, the selection of a new Bond is still something of an historical event. Also, isn't it wild that the next Bond will be the 7th 007? Like, James Bond at its core is one of the most formulaic, overdone, repetitive schlocks ever. And that is true even when it released. So what kept it running for so long? I mean, it does look rather good among the other popular British franchises like Harry Potter, Sherlock Holmes, Doctor Who. What else? Bridget Jones' Diary?
It's a 50% chance. Did you have a three-way?
Brava, brava. Now, if I want to do some Bond movie, what should I review? Maybe I should do some random movie I like, or just the newest one in a pathetic attempt to get that sweet algorithm love. Or to be more accurate with my skill level, I'm sure that I can find a James Bond porn movie or something. But just to copy of other people, I'm going to pretend that my last 20 years on this earth have been spent in a cave with no internet or TV, so I'll act as if it's my first time seeing a Bond movie. Oh my god, guys, I haven't seen Star Wars, guys. First time watch, like, share, subscribe. 2 million views guaranteed at the minimum. Also, believe it or not, but Dr. No is not the first James Bond adaptation. The first to be adapted was Casino Royale, and Bond was played by an American dude, and thusly Bond is a CIA agent now.
Maybe in any case it was a mistake.
Skip. Just to be fair and to keep into that mindset, I'm not gonna compare this or any other movie I review in the Bond franchise with a later entry. Is it still biased? Out the ass, but I don't care. Makes it funnier when I can act like I'm a dude in the 60s who doesn't know what anime is.
Hi guys, I'm here at my local financially stable cinema about to watch this weird British movie starring a guy I've never seen before called Sean Connery. Came back from listening to my favorite president John F. Kennedy on the TV. That guy is so cool. I only came here because tonight my favorite show was off.
The Beverly Hillbillies? Really? That was top tier back then?
But isn't Ellie Mae bathing in the privacy of her own bedroom suite?
Hear what she called you? Sweet.
It's funny because he don't know English good. I can relate. Yeah, I'll stop and just focus on the movie. I didn't laugh either. So Dr. No was released in 1962 and it was a smash hit. On a $1 million budget, it made back 60, so that's fucking encouraging. Critics at the time thought it was neat. But like, they had no idea who Nicki Minaj is, so who the fuck cares about their opinions? Let's just jump into it, guys. Okay, so iconic shot is iconic, but if that's Sean Connery, I'm Bob Hope. The opening song and visuals are, well, it's just some people dancing followed by the 3 blind mice.
Is that you, Gordo? How did you know?
Anyway, they kill the dude. Also, this lady dies as well after having a chat on the iPhone minus 52 Pro. This scene is so long it almost made me forget what movie I was watching. Meanwhile, at their local casino... Okay, so I really want to make a joke here, like how I have no idea what they're playing and such, but honestly, this introduction is fantastically shot and worthy of its iconic status.
Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
That is what sex sounds like.
Introducing Sir Sean Connery as James Bond, the man who put all of his stat points into charisma and luck with passive abilities for alcohol consumption and a chocolate-covered cock.
It's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good. I
think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances.
The walking bag of charm finally goes to work and we meet a couple of recurring characters like Moneypenny, who is the biggest Bond simp out there.
Never take me to dinner looking like this, James. You never take me to dinner, period.
Gosh, I'm thirsty.
Also M, whose job is to get annoyed and cock-block him mostly.
Oh, Miss Moneypenny, forget the usual repartee. 007's in a hurry.
Up next, this guy who just gives Bond a gun because his current one is only used by vagainas.
Since I've been head of MI7's,
Hear this horribly dubbed line, it's not my awful sound mixing again, I swear. It's actually because they were afraid that the real MI6 guys would be offended by their agents being portrayed as womanizing alcoholic adrenaline-fueled sociopaths. They were fine with it later though. Also, this entire scene may be one of the first instances of an author listening to a fan. Like, Fleming got a letter from a person who actually knew about guns named Jeffrey Buffroyd, whose explanation is pretty much stolen word for word by this armorer who is coincidentally named...
Thank you, Major Ryder.
I have a feeling that someone else usually would give Bond equipment and treat him like a shaved ape, but I can't really put my finger on it because I'm still pretending that I haven't seen a Bond movie in my life. And just like that, he is going to Jamaica. So this movie happens in 1962, and Jamaica made its marijuana laws tighter in 1961. Fuck, I don't get to do with jokes. We are 50 minutes in, and the first action our hero does in this movie is with Bond having sex with a woman he met 10 minutes ago. Life in the 60s sure was wild.
When did you say you had to leave?
Immediately. Almost immediately.
I feel like Bond putting national security aside for sex will become a trend. What a legendary hero. So he gets to Jamaica and this dude says he is his driver, but those guys are like, "New phone, who this?" Men in Black over here also seems to be following him, but badly if I do say so myself. This car chase is pretty cool, and Bond's display of competence is actually a great way to show that he is not just winging it. Epic fight scene happens with James showing off his sick, drunk dad moves, and when the movie was about to end because they had an actual fucking witness, James falls for the classic cyanide cigarette trick. I don't blame him, it's the 60s. If someone didn't have a cigarette in their mouths, the clear oxygen might have killed them. I know that this dude is probably a well-trained badass and could most likely kill my ass with a balloon, but I cannot take anyone seriously wearing those shorts. Up next, Bond goes at a crime scene and finds a geological clue and a fishing picture. Before going out to follow his leads... Since when are you so fucking competent? It's almost as if you're an actual fucking spy or something. The fisherman, called Coral by the way, doesn't feel like talking, but Bond nonchalantly follows him to assert his dominance.
Hey, man, you see we get a bit of privacy. Nothing but Coral.
Oh, they go into the back room to talk. So it's that sort of club. Fuck, Bond is about to die. Oh, it's just a CIA. So he's still about to die. Mr. Felix here sounds like a cool-ass dude. This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Okay, so Fishman, Barrel Joe Man, and Bitch Your Wife Man are all drinking friends now. But like, all friend groups have that one annoying bitch who always takes random photos and videos of people. In their pursuit of her... Holy shit, dude, I don't think that's weed you just smoked. After breaking the girl's arm... Oh, the film, that's what we wanted. Everybody in Jamaica has sick dance moves. Yeah, I know I'm an extra, but this movie is about to become a cinematic legend, so I sure as fuck want to show my grandkids what cool moves I had. Bond also learns of this secluded island everybody gets shot if they set foot on it.
Look, you were talking about Crab Key. What's so special about it? Why can't we go over there?
Wait, Crab Key? It's owned by this half-Nazi, half-Chinese dude. The perfect villain, am I right?
His name, Dr. No.
Oh, he said the name of the movie! Fun fact, the original Japanese poster translated the movie as "We don't want doctors." That would have been the first time someone said that in Asia. Bond is in range to be killed, but those extra points in luck are really putting in some work. Geology Man is being sneaky as fuck, and after Bond once again assumed dominance, the dude is dumb enough to go to report back, even though he is well aware that Bond is, you know, a spy. Big Villain Man says the classic kill him or I kill you shtick and gives him a cute spider. Could you imagine if Bond got Spider-Man powers? We make jokes about spiderweb actually containing sperm, but with Bond it would be so accurate. After having a drink before bed, he goes to sleep, and I can share another bit of trivia by pointing out the obvious glass layer between Bond and the spider, since Mr. Connery has severe arachnophobia. How normal people deal with spiders. How Australians deal with spiders. Back at his British friends, 007 finds the secretary to be appealing to his sexual urges, so he engages in courtship and asks for a date. Oh, I said ask? I meant that he just fucking informs her that they have a date. James Bond, the original Sigma male.
What should I say to an invitation from a strange gentleman?
You should say yes.
Right!
Also, she was spying a little, so she's probably not on their side, but whatever. Alright, let's investigate the rocks the dead guy found on the island.
Those samples Strangways brought back from Crab Key were radioactive.
And now all three of you have cancer. Bond still wants to go, but Quarrel warns them about a dragon.
What? Native superstition.
Oh, so dragons are too far-fetched, but radiation is still something to scoff at? Damn! This lady is going all out for Bond.
Leave the Port Royal Road out of Kingston, then along the Windward Road, until you get to the cement factory. Then you turn left. Follow the road up the hill, down the other side, and 2 miles further on the left, Magenta Drive 239.
Do they want me to jerk off to directions? Because I do it, but still. Bond gets followed, kills them, and then he says a pun.
How did it happen? I think they were on their way to a funeral.
Hahaha, very funny, dude, but I still have to call the cops. So, James walks 10 kilometers while in a suit in Jamaica, probably drenched in sweat, probably tired as fuck, probably aware that the lady tried to set him to be killed, but you know you can't refuse that pussy. But to give him some credit, he actually pulls a reverse card right here.
Joke's on you, I'm into that shit.
Back in the 60s, people were really fucking bored, so after fluffing a pillow...
I fluffed a pillow. It's fucking foolproof.
He waits for an assassin while playing cards. Oh, geology, man.
It's a Smith & Wesson. And you've had your 6.
Nice attempt, but guns are the third thing Bond knows the most about, right behind women and drinks. They go to the island, have a nap on the sand, and Bond's pussy signal is ringing, so... yeah, a random hot girl in a bikini. It could be suspicious, but Bond hasn't had sex in 9 hours, so he was about to have a migraine.
What are you doing here? Looking for shells?
No, I'm just looking.
Okay, that's a good line.
What's your name?
Ryder.
Ryder what?
Honey Ryder.
Stripper name, huh? That's a classic.
Are they valuable?
This one is worth $50 in Miami.
Wait, let me just do a quick inflation check. I need to get my hands on those shells, man. Bad guys open fire, but the only victim is the boat. I fucking love Bond's face whenever someone mentions the dragon. He's having a debate inside his mind on whether to slap you or just mock you. This is also a good time to talk about his accent, which, let's be honest, it's blatantly Scottish.
There are no such things as dragons. What you saw was something that looked like one.
I'm Scottish!
He does pull it off, but let's be honest here. In terms of refinement, the further north you go on that island, the lesser the accent gets. Look at me, joke about the accents.
Did you ever see a mongoose dance? Or a scorpion with sunstroke sting itself to death? Or a praying mantis eat her husband after making love?
Huh? All those things equal dragons are real? Also, if you want to do a nature pun, how about we do this?
Are your babies still?
What?
Because the boys back home call me the otter.
More aren't men by the water, and is this where this trope started? Anyway, Bond kills this dude, and I guess he had no friends to ask him if he was still alive through his station. Now we are safe, so is that time in the story for relationship stuff. Or how I like it to call it, bonding with Bond. Say what you will, but Ursula is doing a bang-up job, and I feel like sexy Bond lady will become a trend. So the dragon shows up, it's a tank, checkmate atheists, and the black guy dies first, huh? But Bond and the lady don't get scorched, so that's fair. This entire scene is long as fuck and only makes me certain that now they have cancer. Also, I love how casually Bond just takes a shower in the enemy base. This is like the best kidnapping ever. People would pay good money for a hotel like this. What's the point of dragging them? They were gonna sleep anyway. Just kill him now, dude. They wake up and act like they were just on a vacation. That's a lot of clothes in their perfect size. Oh, so that's when the zoom feature was invented. Those are some big ass aquarium fish.
A medium dry martini, lemon peel, shaken, not stirred.
Vodka?
Of course.
Did we just become best friends? Yep!
Joseph Williams here does a fucking amazing job as Dr. Julius Snow. Calm, refined, intelligent, kind of sarcastic. If I had the benefit of foresight, I would say that all Bond major villains are variations of this dude right here. All I'm saying is that Joseph walked so Remy could talk weird. Also, his gimmick is that he has no hands. Those people who said Star Wars is offensive to handicapped people would have a field day with this one. So Dr. No tells Bond that the Russians and the Americans are both dum-dums and reveals a super secret organization Spectre, which I assume is just a random throw offline and won't become a long-running vendetta. Mind games between Bond and the villain seem like a one-time thing too.
I could have had you killed in the swamp.
And why didn't you?
I thought you less stupid. I was curious to see what kind of a man you were. I thought there might even be a place for you with Spectre.
He didn't kill him so he could join them?
I prefer the revenge department. Of course, my first job would be finding the man who killed Strangways and Quarrel.
Cute line though.
I'm not a fool, so please do not treat me as one. And that table knife, please put it back.
Tell me, does the toppling of American missiles really compensate for having no hands?
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Just fucking kill him. Well, at least the room is sealed. You can kill him later. Oh, it's shit. Bond kills a probably innocent dude and steals his suit. Master of disguise.
There. Sure glad I don't look stupid in this.
And with a single turn of a wheel, Bond destroys the rocket plot. Best agent. Epic fight above the hot as hell radiated water in which Bond wins because he has opposable thumbs. That's so ableist. He rescues Honey and saves the world by blowing up the island and probably releasing an ungodly amount of radiation in the Jamaican coastline, which will cause unprecedented devastation. But trust me, the world is safe, okay? The CIA comes to rescue them, but Bond feels like boat sex could be fun, so he unties the rescue rope for him and Honey to have some fun while a bunch of horny guys on a boat stare at him. Our hero, everybody. Honestly, this movie can be really slow, but it's definitely entertaining and holds up surprisingly well with most of the Bond tropes already in full effect. Sir Sean Connery is bloody incredible and single-handedly turns this movie into a classic. All the other actors are doing stellar jobs as well, with most of them serving as character sheets for future projects. Overall, since this is apparently the only Bond movie I've seen, it's the best Bond movie ever. We'll see how that holds up when we go to Russia though. Another review done. Let the subscribers flow. They are, right? Right?